This is the Horse Radio Network.
Hey, everybody. This is Coach Jen, Horsemanship Radio producer, and thanks for tuning into this special episode of Horsemanship Radio. We're going to get right to it. So, Debbie, introduce us to our guests.
Riesa Lakin oversees content and social media for Corro. When she's not working, she spends as much time as possible at the barn to be around her horses. Valerie Angeli is Vice President of Engagement for the EQUUS Foundation, the only national animal welfare charity in the United States that is 100% focused on horse welfare and supporting and celebrating the horse-human bond. A lifelong animal welfare advocate and former equestrian and horse owner, Valerie has concentrated her career efforts on animal and equine protection and promoting inspiring horse lovers to become horse protectors for America's at-risk horses. Well, welcome. I have a couple of real rock stars in the equestrian world. We've got Riesa Lakin here today with us with Corro, and we've got Valerie Angeli, and she is Vice President of Engagement for EQUUS Foundation. And I'm excited because they're doing good stuff for horses, and that's always good news here on Horsemanship Radio. Valerie, I'd love to start with you as Vice President of Engagement. That's an interesting title. I love it. For EQUUS Foundation. What are you seeing for 2021, and what is your reason for being at EQUUS Foundation?
Oh, well, thank you for having me, and thank you for asking that. And we have really exciting programs, and we're enhancing our programs and our visibility in 2021 because we're first of all, we're all on this call and we're all in this business because we love horses. Mm. And the EQUUS Foundation was founded in 2002 by my boss, president of the EQUUS Foundation, Lynn Coakley. And she founded it because in retiring her daughter's show horse, she realized that there weren't a huge amount of options for horses when they were transitioning to their next chapter. And seeing how many horses became at risk, and to be graphic, how many shipped to slaughter from there, she was sort of horrified. And she created this organization that I am so proud to be a part of. I've been here 3+ years, and our programs are growing by leaps and bounds. And because it had its start in the equestrian world, the hunter-jumper world, which doesn't mean we're exclusive to the hunter-jumper world. We basically are for all horse lovers in all disciplines, but we are very familiar with the hunter-jumper world and the horse show world. And our goal is to educate and inspire riders, equestrians, horse owners, horse lovers about the issues that affect horses and how they become at risk, and also what they can do about that, how they can donate, where they can target their efforts, how they can volunteer. And we are growing all of our programs. We have, our EQUUS stars, who are top riders that are hand-selected because of their influential ability. We have our athletes program, which is growing like crazy, and that's hand-selected professional athletes in the horse show world that all influence others. And it's not just about winning, and it's not just about how well they ride and how well they handle the horse. It's that they're champions in general of the horse, and that they are helping move the message forward that we all love horses, but we all need to take care of them too, so they don't wind up at risk and being abused, neglected, or shipped to slaughter, because so many do. And it's kind of a little dark secret in the equine community, as you probably know. So we need to step up and do something about the horses we love. That's what we're about, finding them jobs, second chapters. And we love working with you and people like, organizations like Corro, who get that mission, who get that message and are helping us further our message. So we're excited about 2021.
That's great. I'm so glad that you have the energy to do that. You guys are doing a lot of different stuff then, and it's hard to cover all those points. But would you say that transitioning horses, because of Lynn's foundational idea? Is that the probably the most pointed part, is to get these transition horses going and out to their next vocation, or is it a bigger cause of raising standards of care for horses, or is it all of it?
It's all of it, and that's a great question. And in addition to the things you just said, it's also honoring the bond, the historic bond between horses and people, all they've done for us and all they continue to do for us to empower us, to teach us, to heal us, our support of, horses finding jobs as therapy animals, helping veterans, helping people with special needs. As you well know, once a horse cannot perform as an athlete anymore, what happens? What are his, options? And sometimes that is a therapeutic organization. It's a question of, how can we make sure that horses are always safe, that they continue to inspire and empower us and enhance our lives? And how can we support, and this is a huge part of what we do, how can we support the reputable organizations that are on the ground rescuing, rehabilitating, and rehoming horses at risk?
Yeah, that's a great question.
And that's a huge part of what we do. And we only support our guardian charities that have received our guardian seal, which means they are fully transparent, and that transparency and everything about their horse care practices lives on our website under our guardian section. And we support through our grants program those charities that have passed our rigorous transparency screening.
Great. So you've got a quality control in there that allows people to know that these horses have been taken care of to the best of the ability. And
absolutely. And that's a unique program to the EQUUS Foundation. And we encourage people to see who our guardians are across the country, donate to our guardians directly if they care to, and also adopt from our guardians, which is our Next Chapters program. That is a new platform on our website where you can search for adoptable horses, and soon to come is Horses Wanted section. So if you have a program and you're interested in adopting a horse for your program, you can be able to search for the appropriate horse that needs a home and a new place to go.
Yeah, I was reading on your site. So you've got equusfoundation.org next chapters. We can put a link to the site that I'm looking at least, or unless you steer us otherwise, to your site where it says Ready, Set, Go for Adoption is up there, but Safe Landings is coming in 2021. What is that?
Safe Landings, we're also going to have a happy endings. We're going to show you the success stories coming in 2021, which have happened because of our programs. We've just had some tremendous successes in placing some horses that were literally rescued from the slaughter pipeline that have gone from our guardian charities like Omega Horse Rescue directly to another one of our charities like Access Equestrian. And now that horse will be in a program teaching, empowering, teaching people to ride. So and those are happy endings that we want people to know about because they happen all the time. And we want more of them so that no horse will ever be at risk. And we want to inspire people to take part in a happy ending story.
That's awesome.
Because there are mini horses, there are driving horses, there are roping horses and thoroughbreds off the track. I mean, you know this, you name it, they're out there looking for their next chapter, and people need to give them opportunities. They're not defective because they're adoptable, just like at an animal shelter. You know, that's an old myth that every dog had a problem and is there because they're defective. So not true with horses either.
True. And I love what you're doing with Corro too. We'll get to that too. We'll get to Riesa in here in just a second. One question though, just being trainers of horses, how do you handle that? How do you go to these wonderful adoption partners, and how does the training happen?
Well, what we do is that we fully respect each and every individual charity and how they uniquely handle what they do. They all have their own unique specialty, and some of them specialize in rehoming and retraining thoroughbreds off the track.
Okay.
Each one has their own trainers and their own unique way of doing what they do and getting horses reconditioned for a new career.
Perfect.
So we don't, as the EQUUS Foundation, get involved in that part, but we support the organizations that do it.
Gotcha.
And we know they know what they're doing, and they're going to place their horses in the best possible home given what they do. And what we do is put their profile up on our Next Chapters platform with suggestions on best careers, best placement for them,
good.
given what each trainer says they're good at and what they like to do, whether it's jumping or eventing or, being a pasture pet for another horse, or you name it. There's horses that are available of all types that go through a screening process by the organization itself.
Perfect. That's great. That's what we want to know too, is that's you've got trainers that are handling them. And I love numbers. I love some of the numbers that I found on your site that said that there are over 65,000 horses shipped across the border to be slaughtered. There's that slaughtered word again. I'm sorry. And then there's 48 million people with disabilities in the United States. Okay. And then there's 69,000 people with special needs currently assisted by America's horses. But there's 7,900 horses, not thousands, 7,900 horses currently assisting people with special needs. So that leaves some opportunity there.
Well, you said the golden words, and that's what Lynn Coakley believes, and that's what the EQUUS Foundation board and staff believes. And horses work magic. We know what they make us feel like. We all fell in love with them as little kids because they are just these incredibly powerful, magical creatures that empower us. And there's so much they can help with uniquely, and we wish that it would be more mainstream to have horses as therapy animals. And we think it's a movement that is growing because we see it. Mm-hmm. And if everyone who could take a horse in their barn, even if it's a foster horse temporarily, if everyone could offer a stall for a foster horse, if every organization could think about therapeutic value of horses and horsemanship, and horses could be utilized more in that capacity, we could really, eradicate homelessness for horses, slaughter, and, the cruelty and neglect that happens when horses have no place to go.
Absolutely. And I love that your story is so compelling that companies like Corro, Riesa, you guys have one of those unique websites that I just love, that you have Corro stories and that you get behind organizations like EQUUS Foundation. And I did some searching back down the rabbit hole of Facebook pages, and I know that you go way back with EQUUS Foundation and supporting them, Save a Forgotten Equine, the SAFE program. What a wonderful thing. How is it that Corro decided to go with the EQUUS Foundation and create such a great alliance and help our horses?
Thank you. Well, we are, first and foremost, we are so focused about being a horse-first destination that gives you everything you need to give them all they need. So right off the bat, we just knew that EQUUS was so in line with our beliefs and obsession with horses. And essentially, like, their transparency is, and how they elevate transparency across the rescue space or just animal welfare space is bar none. So we have always been fans. We've had mutual connections. One of our founders is also very involved with the EQUUS Foundation. So it's just been a great partnership since we've essentially launched. So we're just huge fans of everything that the EQUUS Foundation does and the amazing rescues and organizations that they work with on a daily basis.
That's cool. That is really cool, you guys. I love when horse people get together with horse people and do even better. It's like 1 and 1 equals 5. So tell us what, now I know you guys are up to something really big and really cool at this season. As we sit, this is the This is the end of 2020. If anybody's listening back, into the advance, you know what that means. It's been a crazy year, not only a real positive year for adoptions, but a crazy year for people in mental health. So tell us what Corro is doing with EQUUS to make this better for everybody.
Sure. So we, like I said, we're horse obsessed through and through. So as we were planning a lot of promotions and activities for the holidays, we started talking about the fact that there are horses out there who don't have their own human to bring them horse cookies or essentials like supplements, blankets, things that they really, truly need. So it kind of started a little bit based on the idea of Secret Santa, but we wanted to do it so that we can give back to horses. And so we were partnering with the EQUUS Foundation. Right now, we are supporting 5 of their guardian partners. And we have identified a few horses from each partner that currently does not have a human to spoil them rotten as they so deserve. So we're asking Corro customers, the Corro community, the EQUUS Foundation community, the Horsemanship radio community, that if you feel called to, we have a platform that allows you to give gifts that will be directly sent to these horses. So you can buy, essentially it's an amount, and then the rescue will then use that to purchase the right supplements that they need, the right products they need, grooming supplies they need. I mean, can you believe horses don't have treats and someone to spoil them rotten? So, so we want to try, we want to get the community involved in sending them something special to bring them a little extra holiday cheer. And, it's not just the horses that need this, but we think the rescues, our partners here, really deserve this as well, because they do so much year-end, day in and day out, regardless of the holidays, to care for these amazing animals. So it really benefits both the rescue and the horse. And then we're also giving 10% of our donations back to the EQUUS Foundation to help support all their efforts. So yeah, it's a really exciting opportunity for us to come together and just bring a little more cheer to horses who deserve it but don't get it currently. The Help a Horse program, which is what we're calling it, you can find it in the top navigation of corroshop.com. That's CORROSHOP.com. And that will take you directly to our website, where you'll see Help a Horse, and we can give you the link to add to the notes. But then separately, we're also doing a holiday gift shop, which is in addition to Corro having all of your favorite horse care products and the brands that you know and love. We have worked with some local artisanal vendors to come up with really cute gift shop ideas for your trainer or the pony kit on your list. These are very unique gifts. Some you will not find anywhere else, and others are just things that Corro wouldn't normally carry, but we're carrying for the holidays. So we can also share a link to that too, but it's a fun way to shop this holiday season. And as you mentioned, actually right now we're running a special, so free shipping on all orders, $49 and up. So yeah, I mean, it's a great way to do your shopping. And then while you're on our site doing your holiday shopping, make sure you check out our Help a Horse program to find a gift or gifts that you would like to give to a horse in need.
I just want to say we so appreciate it, because further to the wonderful gifts that, horses in need can get through Corro and through this wonderful, fun, engaging way to help horses, it furthers our message. It's sort of a joyful, happy way to be able to give back to horses through the holidays, but to know that it's not just these horses that need it. It's an ongoing thing, and it's educating people and creating awareness. So we really appreciate what Corro is doing, and we love this partnership. So thank you, Riesa and everyone at Corro.
Oh, well, we're honored to be doing this. And like you said, I mean, the numbers are staggering, and there are so many horses that need help. And we hope that this program, literally you can go and there's a horse, Sally, who has a wish list of gifts. There is this cute little baby Rumi. These are all real horses who are currently adoptable and looking for a home. So for us, it really means a lot for us to be able to put the face to the name, to the horse, to the cause. So if that makes sense, we're just really excited to allow people to see real horses in need, and hopefully in the new year or sooner they will have a new home. But if not, we hope we can spoil them rotten with gifts that are really essential for them.
I love it. I love that you're both real horse girls. Thank you. Thanks for being supportive of horses and being supportive of the industry in this crazy year, too. So thank you, Riesa and Valerie, both of you, Horse Girls, EQUUS Foundation, and Corro. Thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.